So welcome. This is a chair yoga class. And my name is Shayna, and I'm really honored to be here today. I come to you from Exhale to Inhale, which is an organization that empowers women who are survivors of domestic violence or sexual assault. And it uses yoga, specifically trauma-informed yoga, to do that. This class is going to offer you a lot of options, and in general, Exhale to Inhale offers a lot of options so that you can make choices about what feels right to you in your body, day to day, moment to moment. So you'll see that I have two blocks under my feet, and you don't need to have blocks. I'm a petite person, and so for me to have my feet on the ground, I like to elevate them a little. Ideally, if you can get your feet on the ground, that would be great. But if you don't have a chair and you're sitting on a couch or on a bed, that's also fine. Okay. As we get started, I just wanted to also let you know that you can keep your camera on or off, and that if you want to pin me so you can just see me and not the gallery view, you can go to the corner of my box and there'll be 3 dots, and then you can scroll down to pin. Right, welcome. My name is Shayna, for those who are just entering. And this is Exhale to Inhale's chair yoga class. It will be a 30-minute class, and I'm really honored to be here with you today. So let's begin, as we do in Exhale to Inhale classes, just by getting situated and noticing our surroundings. So you might take a look around your room or wherever it is you're doing your class, and notice where there are doors, where there are windows. You might even look behind you to see what's behind you. And if you need something that's a focal point to look at during the class, you can also choose something that you can bring your gaze to if you ever need a pleasant or neutral thing to look at during the class to ground you. So we'll begin by sitting up nice and tall and feel for connecting through the areas that are on surfaces. So your legs, your feet, feeling that connection to something solid. And then begin to bring your attention to your breath. Inhale and notice the breath. And as you exhale, again, notice the breath. How does it feel? What is your breath capacity like? If you'd like to close your eyes for the setting of an intent, you're welcome to, or you can keep your eyes open. The focus of today's class is anchoring. So let me unpack that a little bit for you. To anchor in the context of yoga is to really connect to the container of your breath and to the presence of your body. So you can imagine an anchor is something that keeps you stable. It's a foundation, sometimes a foundation of a building, sometimes the anchor of a ship, but it's something that keeps you grounded and stable. So our theme for today will be finding stability, finding this sense of anchoring through our body and through our breath. And as you begin to deepen your breath, if you'd like to inhale and exhale through the nose, I welcome you to do that. If it's more comfortable to continue inhaling and exhaling in a variation through the nose and mouth, that's also fine. We're going to start out today with some simple movement. If you're in a chair and you'd like to hold on to the sides of the chair for a little bit more stability, we'll be coming into cat and cow from a seat. So for cow, you can reach your sternum forward and look up a little, tilting forward so that your sit bones move back. And for cow, rocking back onto the sit bones, tuck the chin and draw your navel towards the spine. Inhale to rock forward and look up. And exhale to rock back, drawing everything inward. Continue with your breath. So this movement helps to mobilize the spine, but it also gets you connected to the rhythm of your inhale and your exhale. And finish the round that you're on, ending with the cat position, and then coming back to a neutral position so that you're seated upright. All right, let's take this into some arm movements. As you inhale, reach arms out to the sides and then join hands overhead. As you exhale, you can start to bring the hands together at the center of your chest. Inhale to separate the arms, reach them out and up, making a big circle. Exhale, draw hands together back to the center of the chest. Do one more round like that. Inhale, the arms out and up like you're gathering up a big amount of air. Exhale, draw hands back to the center of your chest. All right, and now we're going to move into a little twist. So again, if you want to hold on to the side of your chair, I'm going to mirror you. Bring your left hand to your right knee. And as you inhale, feel for lengthening, sitting up through the spine. You could stay here or begin to twist. As you exhale, begin to turn to the right, maybe using the back or the side of the chair to help you into the twist. Good. And you'll notice your vantage point has changed. You can center the chin over the chest. Gently come back through center and we'll go the other way. All right, so again, you might take your left hand this time and hold the side of your chair for stability. Bring your right hand to your left knee. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall. As you exhale, begin to turn to the left. And as you turn, you might change the grip of your left hand on the chair if that helps you to get into the twist. Notice your breath in this posture so that the breath starts to become a container for your attention. And then coming back to center, feel again for grounding and anchoring through your feet and through the sit bones, the backs of the legs, anything that's on a hard surface. All right, seated side bend. If you would like to join me, again, I'm going to hold the side of my chair with my right hand. Inhale, reach up through the left arm. And as you exhale, take a little bend over to the right. Yeah, reaching the left arm up over the left ear. And as you exhale, relax your bottom shoulder, the right shoulder down away from your ear. And you'll probably feel a stretch all the way from your waist up to your fingertips on the left side of your body. Come on back up when you're ready, and we'll switch sides. You can hold onto the side of your chair with your left hand. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, lean a little bit over to the left. And if you feel your chair is not so stable, just stay upright. Good. As you do this, relax your left shoulder away from the left ear. Feeling the length along the right side of your waist, your torso, and your arm. Come on back up when you're ready and bring your hands back to the chair, and then just take a moment again to get grounded and anchored in your tall seat, your stable and tall seat. Okay, we're gonna move into a seated chair pose in a chair. As you inhale, lean forward a little and then reaching the arms forward and up by your ears, spread fingers out, keeping the pelvis and sit bones back. So there's a little bit of a leaning forward. Bring the arms down first so you can hold the chair and then come on back upright. All right, let's get into the legs a little bit more. If you'd like to join me, you can extend your left leg forward. Again, you're welcome to hold the chair. Inhale and flex the foot. And as you exhale, point the toes. We'll do that a couple times. Inhale to flex and exhale to point. Inhale to flex and exhale to point. And then you can lower your left leg down. Reach the right leg up, switching sides. And your leg might be lower than mine. That's really fine. Extending the leg as much as feels comfortable. Inhale, flexing the foot. As you exhale, if you'd like to do this with me, you can point the toes. Inhale to flex and exhale to point. Inhale to flex and exhale to point. And then you can lower your right foot down and take another feeling breath, anchoring through your feet, which might feel a little bit more warm or vibrant after that move. Let's do one more arm circle. Inhale, reaching the arms out to the side, sweeping them up. Exhale, bring hands together and down towards the chest. Okay, I'd like to ask you if you want to join me to come to a standing position now using our chair. If you prefer to stay seated, you're welcome to. And you can do the upper body and some of the lower body movements seated on a chair. So the first thing we'll do is position the chair in a way that it's not going to slide or move. Also, if you have socks on and you feel they're slippery, you might want to take off your socks. For some people, if they don't have a chair that is stable, one thing you can do is put it against the wall. And that way it won't move. I have mine on a yoga mat here so that it won't slide. All right. Look around, get situated now that you're standing, locating yourself in this new vantage point. And then when you feel safe and connected through your feet to the floor, begin to come back to your breath, noticing the inhale and the exhale. Right, Tadasana, mountain pose. If you feel comfortable bringing arms off of the chair, you can bring the arms by your sides and spread the fingers out, feet about hip distance apart. And this is an excellent pose for anchoring, for feeling really solid and safe in your stance. And then we'll bring the hands back to the chair, coming into a forward bend. Begin to walk your feet back, holding the chair and extending the arms into a half forward fold. If this feels like too much, you can always do a little bit less, have the feet closer to the chair. Good. And then as you inhale, look up and begin to step your right foot forward, coming onto the ball of the back foot. So the back heel will be lifted. And this is a lunge. Now I'm doing a very gentle lunge. If you'd like a deeper version, simply step your back foot further back. You can stay here holding your chair, or you could reach the arms overhead, coming into lunge with the arms lifted. Inhale to lengthen up. And as you exhale, bring the hands back down and step your right foot forward. Now we'll do the other side. Begin with the forward bend. If you'd like to join me, walking the feet back as far as feels comfortable in your body today at this moment. To step your right foot forward, you can take a look up, your left foot forward, and then step the left foot forward closer to the chair and begin to bend your left knee. So this can be a gentle lunge that looks like this. If you would like to make it a deeper lunge, perhaps step your right foot back a few more inches. And from here, if you'd like to join me and reach the arms up, press down through the feet, anchoring through your strong legs. If it feels better to keep hands on the chair, then that's where you'll stay for today. On your next exhale, you can begin to bring the hands down, hold the chair, and step your right foot forward. All right, let's do a little bit of arm movement, a half sun salutation, stepping feet about hip distance apart. Inhale, and if you'd like to do this with me, reach arms out to the side and up overhead. As you exhale, you can bring the hands down to the chair and walk back into a forward fold. Inhale, look up, kind of lifting the chest. Exhale and come back down to a long spine. And then inhale, walk the feet forward, coming back to your starting point. We'll do that one more time. If you'd like to join me, you can do that. And if you'd like to go back to a different pose, you're also welcome. Inhale to reach arms out and up overhead alongside your ears. Exhale, bring the hands down to the chair and begin to walk the feet back. Inhale, looking up, scoop the chest forward. And as you exhale, come back to a long back, long spine. Inhale, walk feet forward, coming back to your starting place, your mountain pose, Tadasana. Okay, let's move on to a warrior one foot position. So I'm going to keep my right foot forward and step my left foot back. This time I'm grounding my heel down and my back foot is pointing out a little to about 45 degrees, give or take. Bending the front knee, I'm looking down to check that the front knee is roughly over the front ankle. And then you'll feel in this position, you can really anchor through the feet and the legs, pressing them down towards the floor. You can stay here if you like, or you can join me and reach the arms up overhead. Take a full deep breath, noticing the inhale and the exhale And that's a way of drawing your attention back to your body. And then if you'd like to come out of it with me, bring hands down, step the back foot forward, coming back to our mountain pose, Tadasana. And then hands can come back to the chair for the second side. And keeping the left foot forward, begin to step your right foot back. And again, turning the toes out, dialing them out to about 45 degrees so the heel can come down to the mat. I'm going to move these so you can see more clearly what's happening in my back foot. Yeah. All right. From here, you might want to keep hands on the chair, or you may want to reach arms up alongside your ears and feel that verticality of the feet pushing down as the arms reach up. Gently lower the hands down. And then transfer the weight into your front foot, stepping the back foot forward. Good. All right. The next segment is a seated portion. So we're going to come back to our chair and come back to a seated position. And as I mentioned at the start of class, I only have these blocks under my feet because my feet, I'm very short, don't happen to reach the floor. All right, but you don't need to have blocks. From here, we're gonna do ankle to knee and add in a twist. So I'll mirror you for this. If you would like to join me, you can start to draw your left knee in towards the chest, maybe giving it a little bit of a hug. And then you can use your hands to help the left ankle cross over the right thigh, just above the knee. Now this might be plenty. You might get here and feel the opening in your left hip and that it's where you want to stay. If you'd like to add in a twist, then as you inhale, you'll sit up tall. And as you exhale, one hand can come, your right hand can come to your left knee, left hand can come to the chair. You can start to twist away from your foot. Good. And then come on back to center if you joined me for that twist. And we're going to do a forward fold, holding onto the seat. Again, you could stay here if this feels like enough. If you'd like to add in a forward bend, start to lean forward over the legs. Hands could stay on the chair if that helps you to feel more rooted. Inhale to sit back up. Great. Now we'll help our leg back down, stepping the left foot down and go to the other side. Begin to draw your right leg toward the chest, hugging it in. And then using your hands, help your right ankle to cross the left thigh. This may or may not be available to you today. And if it's not, that's great. That's perfectly fine. You can do a variation, putting your foot on your calf, or you can do the twist without the leg position. Inhale to lengthen through the spine, bringing your right hand to the chair for support, left hand to your right knee. Inhale to sit up, and as you exhale, if you're joining me, coming into a little twist. And then coming back towards center. You might hold onto the chair as we forward bend. On your exhale, begin to tip forward just a little bit so that your torso leans over the legs. And this is a modified pigeon pose. Inhale to sit back upright. And you can help your foot back down. And to conclude the class, we're going to do a little bit of mindful meditation, just about a minute of it, scanning the body, and a minute of relaxation. If you would like to join me, this can be done seated, or if you want to lay down on a couch or a bed, if you happen to have those nearby, you're welcome to do that too. All right, so if you would like, you can close your eyes and root down through your feet. And even with the eyes closed, you can anchor yourself using the breath and using the perception of the surfaces beneath your feet and your seat. And then begin to bring your attention to your feet. And then begin to bring that attention up to the shins, the calves, all the way to your knees. As you continue breathing, bring your attention to your thighs, your hips, and then your abdomen and your low back, your upper body and your upper back. And then as you breathe, bring your attention to your hands and your forearms all the way up to your elbows. As you continue breathing, bring your attention to your upper arms, your shoulders, and then all the way to the neck, the chin, and the head. You might feel the features of your face, your ears, your nose, your eyes, your forehead, all the way up to the crown of the head. You could continue to bring your breath to the different areas of your body, this time moving from your head down to your feet. Or you can take 1 minute of relaxation with your eyes open or closed. And we'll remain here for 1 more minute before closing the practice. If you're seated, you're welcome to have the hands on the thighs by your sides, or flip the palms to face the ceiling. As you begin to relax, softening the breath. If you would like to stay for longer than a minute, you're welcome to stay for a longer resting period. This is a very important piece of the practice, finding relaxation to incorporate all the movements that we've done back into the body. If you are ready to complete your practice for today or for now, you can start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing energy and attention back to your body. And if you want to join me as we close, stacking your hands at the center of your chest. Inhale until you feel really full and lifted. And as you exhale, feel that new energized breath spreading throughout the body. Thank you so much for joining me. And again, this has been an exhale to inhale class. And Exhale to Inhale is an organization, it's a program that helps to empower people who have been abused by violence or sexual assault. And it's a way of using yoga in a trauma sensitive form. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you all enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of the conference.